Yo, what's up? What's up? The boy Port Rock 77. Man, I'm hoping this works. Let me see if this works real quick. Apologize. Hoping this works. Yo, what's up? What's up? The boy Port Rock 77. Man, I'm hoping this works. Man, it sounds like crap, I think. Does it sound like crap? Oh, man, I hope this don't sound bad. Let me see. Let me do a live video. Let me show. Cameras off. Hey, what's going on, people? What's up? It's your boy Port Rock 77. Let me see if I can fix something. I'm in a hotel right now. Just checking something out. I'll be right back. Hold on. Apologize for the unprofessionalism. Let's see something else. Let me see if this works a little bit better. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this works. Let me see what we got here. I think that microphone, you know what I'm saying, may not work too well. This might work a little bit better. Hope this works a little bit better. Does it sound terrible? I think it's the Wi-Fi, man. I might have to cancel this show and stuff. I may just have to cancel this. Is this, yo, El Boogie, how it sound? Sound like a robot? How it sounds now? Man, I don't think I'm going to be able to do my podcast better. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if it sounds better. Sound like a robot? How it sounds now? Okay, good. Man, I don't think I'll be able to do my... All right, that sounds clear. So I guess it was the mic, man. I was trying to use the sounds good. Thanks, old Boogie. I appreciate it. I was trying to use the mic on the Logitech. I have a good camera and stuff. But anyway, let me go back to the camera. What's up, people? What's going on? How's everything? How's everybody's week and stuff like that? As you can see from the background, I'm in a hotel right now. So people, reason why I say this, because yesterday I was on Zaire's Twitch stream playing Street Fighter. Had a couple of dudes. We were playing in a room, and around like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock, you figure peak hours, 10 o'clock, I would say, around that time, my thing started lagging real bad. I got one dude who tweeted me. He's like, "Yo, how you gonna have a podcast called 60 Frames No Lag and you lagging all over in Street Fighter?" Yo, that was funny. And I told him. I even told this dude big cheese crit. Yo, the dude is nasty in Street Fighter. Nasty. I mean, I guess he plays it all the time, but yo, he's nasty. But there was one match we were lagging. So he got mad, right? And then around 11 p.m., we had full 5-bar connection. He's like, "Yo, how we got 5-bar connection?" I'm like trying to tell him, "Yo, I'm in a hotel. I don't control the Wi-Fi. It's beyond what I'm doing." You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm in a hotel for the week. You know, I'm business trip. I'm job related and stuff like that. But anyway, so at least now I think I could do my 60 Frames No Lag podcast. Sorry for looking at. I'm trying to do a couple of things. But anyway, just want to do a quick live conversation, the aftermath of the PlayStation experience. So obviously, and I'll talk to other podcasts about, you know, what I like, want to enjoy, and I'll talk about that more tomorrow on the 60 Frames No Lag podcast. But there's one thing that I want to talk about that I didn't really expect to this degree, and it's the turmoil or the aftermath of this event. It was a really good event. I think every gamer, if you're a gamer, it's a good event. All right, that's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter what your preference is. I think everyone could appreciate what PSX was for the PlayStation gamer. Now I get it. Some of you are Xbox dudes are not interested in some of the titles. And I think the conversations people are having now is not whether or not you should be interested in a game. It's the fundamental idea that Sony provided a show for PlayStation gamers to show games PlayStation gamers want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know, there may be Xbox gamers that don't care about Yakuza 0, don't care about Tales of Vesper, I think it's called, the next Tales game. Don't care about Neo. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about MLB The Show, you know, Hall of Fame edition, stuff like that. You know, the only game they may have thought meant anything in the show was The Last of Us, and that's about it. And that's perfectly fine. It's your taste. But the one thing people have to understand is PSX is for PlayStation gamers. You know what I'm saying? And I know that here's the thing. Here's something. What's up, Tony Mo? Thanks for stopping by. Here's the thing about the term gamer, Xbox gamer, PlayStation gamer, PC gamer. Gamer is just a regular term. When a person goes, "Well, I'm a gamer. I game on everything," it still doesn't mean you don't have a preference. You can still have a preference. You can still have certain takes. You know, let's say for example, I'll use PC gamers. We'll use them. Okay, all right. PC gamers. There are PC gamers that don't play on consoles because consoles don't have the hardware. You know, they can't be upgraded. You know, they don't run games at solid 60 frames. You know, there's a lot of limitations that a closed box has. So there's a lot of PC gamers that would not play on console because they don't want to them the inferior experience of the hardware behind. You know, the hardware limitations. Okay. Yet they're still gamers. No one will tell a PC gamer that they're not a gamer. You know what I'm saying? So whether you play on one platform or 100, you're still a gamer. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your personal taste and preference towards that product. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, you could be a gamer and not like PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean, you know, the PlayStation games doesn't have anything for its fan base. Remember, the games are there to satisfy that particular taste. And I think both communities need to learn on console doesn't provide. You're saying, hey, I don't like PlayStation stuff because you know because I want EA access, I want this, I want that. Well, that's what the Xbox is for. Get Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, some gamers don't care about EA access. There are people on Xbox that don't care about EA access. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. You know, some people, you know, let's just assume, let's play a little game. Let's play a game that Xbox Online is absolutely the best online, hands down, not even debatable. All right, let's go. All right, let's say it's that. There are gamers who online is not the number one priority. There are millions of gamers which online play is not the priority. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has a different taste. So to say this product doesn't do this, well, that's why you have more than one product. Go enjoy your Xbox. PlayStation gamers are vice versa. I don't like Xbox because it doesn't have JRPGs. Well, then that's why you're a PlayStation gamer. You like JRPGs, you like Japanese games, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Well, PSX, you know, see what I'm saying? Well, PSX, it was all for the PlayStation gamers. You know, we have more than enough fan base. PlayStation's already at over 47 million. And after this holiday, I'm pretty sure they have 50 million by now or more. The content, the products, what's being released, what's being focused on is for the PlayStation gamers. If what PlayStation is doing doesn't tickle your fancy, then you're an Xbox gamer or you're a PC gamer or you're a Nintendo gamer. There's nothing else. Go play on the platform you want. But the one thing I will say is I don't want my platform that I like to be an Xbox. If I want an Xbox, I will get an Xbox. And I will when Scalebound comes out. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't want my PS4 to be Xbox Lite. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. I'm pretty sure Xbox gamers don't want their console to be a PlayStation 4. So all the Japanese supports, all the Japanese games, all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? They may not want it. Some do. For the few that do, that's not the platform to get it on. If you want a console that has a lot of Japanese support, that's what PlayStation's for. That's just a reality. But we don't need these consoles to be light versions of the other, right? Because that will fail. It's just how it is. I'll give you a perfect example. And this is particular to a game. Killzone 2. All right. Killzone 2 was a good game. I know some people are laughing at me. No, the Killzone 2 was a good game. It wasn't like any other FPS. It was a good shooter. It was a good first-person shooter. The problem was majority of views were complaining that the game don't play like Call of Duty. It doesn't control like Call of Duty. It's not as fluid or snappy or as fast as Call of Duty. It needs to be Call of Duty, yada yada. This game is garbage. This thing weighs like shit. It doesn't snap. The guys don't move. It's sluggish. All these complaints simply because it wasn't Call of Duty. So what does Guerrilla do? They make Killzone 3. Guess what they make it as? They make it as Call of Duty. So now that is Call of Duty, guess what everybody says now? Well, I don't want to play this. For that, I play Call of Duty. What the fuck? Then what the fuck? That's exactly the point. Killzone 2 was Killzone 2. It had the right formula for the game it was. If you don't like it and you want Call of Duty, go play Call of Duty. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense that games, or in this case consoles, are copycats of other things. No, PlayStation will be PlayStation. We will have our Japanese games. We will play our Tales. We will play our Neo. We want Yakuza 0. We want to play Neo Automa. Those are games important to us. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait for Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, it's made by Guerrilla, but they hired actual talent to make it. So we have faith. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I don't see why people bitch that Guerrilla is making an RPG. If anything, that should be applauded. Whether the game comes out good or not, just the fact that Sony allowed a first-person shooter developer to go out of their lane and do something completely different, that should be applauded. You know what I'm saying? That means if this game's a success, Guerrilla will have two IPs under their belt. They will have Killzone franchise, and they will have now Horizon Zero Dawn franchise. Two completely different games, right? What franchises is on the 343's belt? Hell, the game that they own, they weren't even the ones who created it. That's a Bungie game. You know what I'm saying? So it should be applauded that we're letting developers go out of their lane, out of their scope to do something different, try something different, you know what I'm saying, to bring something else. I'm pretty sure I would love to see 343, who has talent, to do an IP, brand new big IP for them. Think about it. Let's say E3 2017 comes out. What do you think would be bigger news? Halo 6 or a brand new killer IP from 343 Studio? Brand new killer IP. You know what I'm saying? For the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? Big budget AAA, brand new IP. Especially running on Scorpio and stuff like that. Which you think would be bigger news? For sure, for the Halo fans, yeah, Halo 6. All right, Halo 6. Okay, Forza 7. But imagine if 343 stepped out of the scope and brought a brand new concept. You know what I'm saying? That's I think should be applauded and awarded. But anyway, so PSX is for us, for PlayStation gamers. All right, a gamer is just a person who plays games. Hell, technically, my wife is a gamer because she don't play anything on consoles, but she spends a shitload of times on phone games. It's just different variations. Now, because you're a gamer, you know what I'm saying? You could be here's something. There's a reason why I didn't buy an Xbox now or day one, right? And it's because I call it the second console curse. Right? What's the second console curse? It's kind of like having a side chick, a second console. You know what I'm saying? A side chick is just someone you just chill, get your rocks off, and go home. That's all she's gonna do. She's gonna take a little bit of your money. She's gonna give you a little blowjob, and that's it. Okay. But go ahead and have a heart attack, and you need to be sent to the hospital. Your side chick ain't the one. You need to go to your wife or to your girlfriend, whatever. That's the person who's going to be by your bedside. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say with console is some people, and I'm pretty sure some of you are in this position, you have both of these consoles, but your primary console is the one you do everything on. The other console, the secondary, the side chick, is only for the exclusives. You understand what I'm saying? But because you don't spend most of your time with your side chick, when you get hurt, you're not going to go to the hospital with her. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, things like, let's say, for example, and I'll use the Xbox community in this. Some Xbox communities have a PlayStation 4, but the Xbox is their primary console. That means Call of Duty, they're buying it on Xbox. Destiny, they're buying it on Xbox. Battlefield, they're buying it on Xbox. Madden, 2K17 on Xbox. All the multi-plats on Xbox. The only thing they're going to do is exclusives, right? So you buy your exclusive, let's say like Uncharted, after a couple of months, whatever, and you're thinking, damn, fucking, I have no one to play with. This online's dead, man. PlayStation sucks. Online's dead. There's nobody on, yada, yada, yada. But what did you expect? You don't play Call of Duty, so you don't make friends on that game, right? You don't play Battlefield. You don't play sports games. Who are you going to meet? What relationships are you going to establish? You understand what I'm saying? Now, compare that to a PlayStation gamer who plays, like me, who plays Destiny, who play Call of Duty, who plays all the multiplats. Their friends list and their activity is going to be completely different compared to yours, who's treating the PlayStation as a second console. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I didn't get Xbox Xbox One early. Because if I did, it would be, in my eyes, a crappy console. Because think about it. Imagine me owning an Xbox One, yet I don't play any of the multiplayer on it. All the multiplayer, like Destiny, whatever, is on the PlayStation 4. And the only thing I do is exclusive on Xbox. It won't be enough games, you know? A secondary console can't be judged as a primary console. It doesn't work that way. You have to invest time in it. You have to put your time in it. You have to play multiplayer on it. Now, I'm not saying, go change whatever. Whatever you want to do is whatever you guys want to do. But if you have a secondary console, that's what it is. It's going to give you secondary status. It's your side chick. She's not taking you to the hospital. You're going to die, and she's going to leave you dying. You got to go to your primary console for, the online activity and the friends and the social and all that stuff. It won't be your secondary console because you didn't establish that. You know what I'm saying? So whatchamacallit? Back to PSX. So just a little rant on that one. But anyway, so PSX, there's a lot of dudes damage controlling the show, but for no reasons. Yeah, you don't like the game. So what? It's not for you. Enjoy your Xbox. You guys got Crackdown coming sometime in 2017. You guys got Scalebound, which, Cuphead. Those are your games. PlayStation gamers, when we look at your list, the main game most PlayStation gamers like is Scalebound because it's an RPG and it's made by Platinum Games. Most of us Crackdown, yeah. I'm sorry, Crackdown's been around. We seen Crackdown 1. Crackdown 2 was a disaster. So it's not a big game for us. In my opinion, it's not a big game at all. It's not a blockbuster 2017 title. I think the best game out next year at this point that's been announced is Scalebound. And it's a JRPG made by Platinum Games. And I think most PlayStation gamers could do that. One dude said, I use my Xbox mostly for TV. It has great features. I get some multi-based exclusive deals, But I think Scalebound looks dope. And I see PlayStation gamers, most of us will agree with that. Platinum Games is a great developer. And it's a JRPG. Sadly, it's your first one. First exclusive JRPG. So I could get down with that. And I got to play that game. I got to play it and I get down with that. But the rest of the games is like Cuphead looks okay. Halo Wars 2, no. No. I'm not fucking with RTSs on consoles. The only thing I would play is strategy games like Civilization. I don't even fuck with StarCraft. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, no. And then PlayStation gamers, we really don't care. I don't care about racers at all. But most PlayStation gamers, they prefer Gran Turismo, Forza anyway. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? But both sides have their tastes and stuff like that. But I think ultimately this is the main thing about the Xbox community, right? So there's a big struggle. I don't want to say a big struggle, but I after the PSX, it separated the men from the boys. When it came to the Xbox community, you truly saw, Xbox gamers who said, "No, I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm an Xbox gamer." They showed their truth. They showed they were right. Because when they saw PSX, they were like, "Yo, PSX was dope." In fact, I might actually get a PS4 now. Some of these games look dope. They show all this time when you look at them, you're thinking, "Nah, you're a fanboy." No, they were gamers. Now they finally see. No, I'm gonna say they finally see. They're finally getting what they want out of PlayStation, or they're finally seeing what they actually like, and that's perfectly fine. People who I thought weren't fanboys are fucking fanboys. Damage control on Saturday, the day of the PSX, for no reason, because it's not like some Xbox gamers were just giving good criticism about their platform. You know what I'm saying? One is, why can't they have a show like that? You know what I'm saying? Which is legit. It's a legit criticism. You guys deserve it. Sometimes E3 is not enough. Sometimes you need more. You need to get the brand out there. So they're thinking, why can't they have their own Microsoft experience? You know what I'm saying? Which is a legit one. And then a big one is, where are the announcements from Microsoft for big blockbuster new IPs? And that's the key. I know people in the Xbox community are saying we've been getting new IPs like Sunset Overdrive, Rise, what else? I don't know too much. Sunset Overdrive, Rise. I know those are the two main ones. Help me out here. You guys are more Xbox dudes than I am. Help me out here. Damn, what else you got? That are new IPs. Oh, Quantum Break, Recore. There you go. So you got someone. All right. So there you go. So those are some of the new IPs. But I think what people are really getting at is they want big blockbuster IP. What is the next big blockbuster IP? All right. People got to understand what do you mean by that. Well, let's put it this way. Let's name the top IPs on both platforms and put them side by side, like a little competition in a way. Okay. So PlayStation, The Last of Us. So what you got to compare to that level? Halo. Fair enough. Okay. Now I'm not saying one game's better than the other. I'm talking about just putting them on a plateau. You understand what I'm saying? Putting them on a level. Okay. So The Last of Us, Halo, cream of the crop for both platforms. Right? Uncharted, Gears of War, cream of the crop, right? Forza, Gran Turismo, cream of the crop. Okay? Now this is where it's going to get good. God of War, Quantum Break, Recore, Crackdown. Really? Those games are on God of War's level? Really? Okay, how about this one? New IP from Insomniac, but exclusive PlayStation, but Sony hired Insomniac to do it, the new Spider-Man game. It's going to be huge. What game is going to compare to that? Kojima's new game, Death Stranding. Kojima makes big killer AAAs, probably one of the best Japanese devs. What big killer app is going to go side by side? Hell, look at what's coming in February. Horizon Zero Dawn. Guerrilla's new big AAA, big budget game. What does Microsoft? Is Crackdown going to go head to head? I mean, maybe Scalebound. I think Scalebound probably, hopefully, is your big next big game. I think that's probably it. You know what I'm saying? Now, Platinum Games is like 50-50. They make great games, but I think so far the big game they have so far under their belt is Bayonetta. And Vanquish. I would love to see a Vanquish 2 from them. But you see what I'm saying? And I think that's what gamers are really going at. It's not so much new IPs, where is Microsoft's or Xbox big IP. I will say this, and I said this a couple of times. When the OG Xbox came out, Halo and Forza was the two new big blockbuster IP that became an Xbox franchise. Then the 360 came out. Gears of War was that game. Big franchise to this day. Xbox One came out. Nothing so far. Xbox One hasn't established its own identity. It tried, but it still hasn't established its own identity for a new IP that's this big blockbuster of the generation. More importantly, the big online multiplayer. Because that's one thing. Xbox is all about online. Halo was the big online multiplayer. Gears was the big online multiplayer. And now, we're still waiting for it. Sadly, in my opinion, I think that game should have been Destiny. Because Bungie, separated from Microsoft. And I think it was mainly because of disagreements between the two, whatever. Bungie wanted to step out of the Halo world. They wanted to do more. They wanted to do something. And that something is Destiny. Now imagine if Microsoft, got over their issues, whatever, and Bungie's like, hey, we want to do something different. And Microsoft's like, hey, do whatever you want. We don't care. You don't want to do Halo no more? Fine. Help us build a new studio. We'll call it 343. And they'll take care of Halo. You guys do what you want. We don't care. Here's a blank check. Why? Because you created a huge IP and you put Xbox on the map. You deserve it. Do what you want. We don't care. We don't care if it's a damn RTS, whatever. It could be a dance game. Do what you want. And then they come back and be like, hey, we got this game called Destiny. Imagine if Destiny was exclusive to Xbox right now. That would have been, that game is your big exclusive IP. Destiny should have been a Microsoft exclusive. That was destined to be yours. I don't know what happened in Microsoft camp. I don't know what they did. I don't know the relationship or whatever, but Microsoft asked themselves out of Destiny. But imagine Destiny. That would have been the big game for Xbox One, and who knows, things would have been different. Think about it. You know, I probably would have bought it because Destiny's an awesome game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. But I think that's the big thing of the Xbox community. They want big blockbuster IPs. You know, especially that was the mantra over the last 2 years. That Xbox One's all about the big blockbuster AAAs. Well, people are asking, we want big blockbuster AAAs. Now, here's the thing. Some people, one of the main, I don't want to use the word damage control, because some people are legitimate with this. But one thing people, some gamers are saying that they don't like games to be announced 3 years out, 2 years out. Now, here's my question, and this is just my question to you. Why? Let's say right now, if Microsoft is working on a new IP and it's not coming out till 2018, 2019, right? But they have enough to do a quick CGI, a quick trailer, quick gameplay, you know, just to give you a snapshot of what's coming. What's wrong with them showing that at E3? What's wrong with them with showing brand new IPs, couple of them, 2, 3, 4 of them, and showing them what you call it in 2018, 2019? Why does that bother you? You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. PlayStation has 47 plus million gamers. Xbox has 20 something, 25, 27, whatever, 28 million, whatever. Okay? You can't release a game within 6 months and expect the whole community to know about that. It's called advertising. Look at movies. You know what I'm saying? Movies, they show teaser trailers a year and a half, 2 years out, and that's just a movie. You know what I'm saying? We know about movies that's going to come out 2 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Marvel, they told us every movie that's going to come out all the way out to 2023 and shit. Every single movie. Same thing with DC. They listed every single comic movie that's coming out. They told us up front. Why? It's to get the word out. It's to get it. Not everybody. In fact, majority of the gamers are not in the know on the spot. They're not Johnny on the spot. It takes time to get the word out. You know what I'm saying? And you want to keep doing it. One of the main reasons is you want gamers. Like, for example, Sony had this commercial, the King commercial, and it shows Spider-Man and God of War. Xbox community is like, hey, why are they showing games for this holiday? You know, why is a holiday commercial showing games that's not even going to be sold this holiday? You know, that's the main question. Why is Sony showing a commercial during the holidays using games that are not available during the holidays? Why? It's simple. Because the console is selling this holiday, and Sony wants to make sure that when you go in the store, whether it's Walmart, Best Buy, GameSpot, when you walk in that store and you choose a console, only one's going to have Spider-Man. Only one's going to have God of War. Now, let me ask you this. When that gamer walks in the store, right, the gamer saw the commercial, God of War, and Spider-Man's coming on the PS4. That's the platform to play. Do you think that gamer knows about Crackdown? Do you think that gamer knows about Scalebound? No. Chances are they don't. Because there's no commercials. When is Microsoft going to advertise Scalebound? It comes out next year. Advertise the sucker now. You know, so that way people who buy an Xbox One or who are thinking about buying, let's say people who want to buy an Xbox One this Christmas, you know what I'm saying? They know Scalebound's coming. They see those games. Yeah, they already know the games are already out, but what else is coming in the future? Because when a gamer walks in the store, you want that gamer to have as much information as possible. You know, there's no skin off our backs. If a game's meant to come out in 2018, 2019, whether we know about it or not, it's going to come out at that point. It doesn't matter if we know about it. But I'd rather be informed and know dark and just wonder is what the hell is Sony doing? Is Sony doing anything? At least we know. No one can say developing games. The after effect is, but those games ain't coming out to 2018. But we know Sony's putting in work. We know they're developing games. They're developing big blockbuster exclusives. So all the thing about indie stations, Sony's broke. In fact, that's like the biggest thing, period. A lot of people thought PlayStation VR was gonna bankrupt Sony and that they're not gonna be able to make games, and all they could do is just indies and VR games. Well, obviously, we know that's not true. We all see games are coming. Sony's making relationships with third parties to bring games, and Sony's developing big blockbuster games themselves. So the whole broke argument is gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I think Microsoft needs, if Microsoft is developing games, they need to show it. Doesn't matter if it comes out 2018, 2019. What harm is that going to do? In fact, that lets you know, oh shit. Imagine if again 343 is making a new IP. It won't come out to 2018, 2019. Based on what you guys are saying, that means 343 is going to be quiet during 2017 and quiet during 2018. Nobody wants that. Tell people what these guys, tell them what they're getting paid for. You know, tell us what they're doing. What are your plans? What is the future of your brand? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the game would have came any faster. And to me, ignorance is ignorance is not bliss in this situation. People want to know what's going on, especially now that these consoles we're already 3 years into the gen. We need to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And that leads to my next point, which is the PlayStation excitement. You know, PlayStation gamers love to know what games are coming out. We love to know that the developers are busy. We love to know that Sony's working with these developers to get games from Japan, timed exclusives, time exclusive content. It's just those little things that the company's doing for the gamers. Is the company perfect? Hell no. You know, there's a lot of issues. You know, there's things that they can always make better. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you know, I would say the one thing Sony does great at is once they get going, once that train leaves the station, they keep providing us games from all different types and flavors and stuff like that. And PlayStation gamers like Japanese games, but at the same time, we're also getting big blockbuster exclusives. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we saw Last of Us 2, which looks absolutely amazing. Horizon Zero Dawn comes out in February. Looks amazing. Recently, Sony got the publishing rights to Neo, so it's a PS4 exclusive. They hooked it up. Look at Capcom right now. Their PSX. That day I bought Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 remastered, and it came out that day. So you know it's gonna come out soon in March, or it's gonna come out I think March or sometime on Xbox and PC. But obviously that's Sony working the deals with Capcom. And, you know that's how it is. That's how I roll. You know, that's how Sony rolls. So I'm loving the show and stuff. So I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Let me look at some comments. So what you think? Any questions or anything? Stuff like that? What's going on? And stuff. Okay, so right here, yo, PR Zaire, don't like Halo Gears, like single player games and fighters. I can't understand why he's an Xbox gamer when Sony cases his gaming. I'll tell you why. Again, every gamer has their particular taste. What Zaire likes is actually the online. He loves the Xbox online. So, like, for instance, he plays a lot of 2K. He plays the shit out of 2K. And he plays fighters. Yesterday we played fighters. You know, he's pretty good. He's really good, you know. For a lot of people who says he don't play no games, like, no, he plays games. He just doesn't play a lot of different games. But the games he do play, he plays it. You know what I'm saying? So he's good with fighters. He can hold his own, man. You know, shout out to Zaire. And I heard he's really good at 2K17. So when he plays those games, he wants to play it on the network he likes. So his thing is Xbox Live. So his preferred console for Xbox, his preferred console is because of the network on Live. He's been down with Xbox Live, and that's why he likes. You also got sleeper like Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, there's rumors that Final Fantasy 7 might be a 2017 game. 2017 is going to be bananas for PlayStation. You know, Yakuza 0 in January. You got Nier Automata, which looks fantastic, and Planet Games is behind it, so I got to get that. Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got to get I'm a baseball fan, so I got to get. I didn't buy MLB 2016, but I got to get this one, the Hall of Fame edition. I got to get that. It's just dope. And then obviously Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's 2017 is going to be lit for PlayStation. That's going to be even better than Dead Rising 4. Any thoughts? Well, I haven't played the game yet. I got it. I ordered it on disc because I'm an Amazon Prime member. So Amazon Prime, I got the game for like after taxes for like $51 and stuff. So anyway, so I'll let you know. But let's do this. Let's remember this. Yes, the game was in development hell, but Team Michael, when they release a game, they release a quality game. I had no doubt that T Michael would be like in the 80s, at least in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I had no doubt that would be 80s. I had no doubt that would be a good game, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to playing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny how I said Ico. No, I meant the Last Guardian. But it's just funny how Last Guardian is reviewing better than not only Dead Rising 4, but is also reviewing better than Recore. Interesting. You understand what I'm saying? Not bad for having no games in the holiday, right? But anyway, not getting the fanboy shit. But it's just good game. But anyway, but Dead Rising is not going to review well. I will tell you why. Because one, it's a hack and slash Dead Right, zombie beat 'em up, and those games after a while the reviewers are probably just sick of it. But I think Dead Rising is just good old fun. That's what I'm saying. For the Xbox dudes, it's just not going to review well. That game is just not going to review well no more. If you're going to do a zombie game, they want more. The reviewers, here's the thing: the review industry is not a real industry. It's not like movies and stuff like that. Music, you understand what I'm saying? So they're trying to be like the new Cisco and Ebert. So a game like Dead Rising, if you're gonna have a zombie game, you gotta have some type of emotional story behind it. Something like The Last of Us. And like Days Gone. Days Gone, if it doesn't have a good story tied to it, it's gonna get tore the fuck up. You can't just release a zombie game just for simply gameplay. It's been done already. It's been, Daisy and Dying Light and Dead Island, and it just goes state of decay, and it just goes on and on and on. So if you're gonna have a post-apocalyptic zombie type game, it's gotta have something unique. It's gotta have. I don't even say unique, but it's gotta have something more than that. And that main thing is usually the narrative, the storytelling behind it. Dead Rising stories ain't that good at all. It's just good old classic beat 'em up. Get a tractor trailer, run over zombies. It's just destroy zombies. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So that game won't review well, but it's probably fun. I would imagine. I heard they took away the co-op play in the story mode, so they made it separate. I don't know how that turns out, but anyway. Um, so I picked up Last Guardian, Sam, but I ordered it. But like I said, I'm in a hotel right now, as you can see. So when I get home Friday. So it should be home by then. It should be shipped. It should be getting there tomorrow, and this weekend I'm gonna rock it out anyway. So anyway, anybody else? Any questions for anybody? Let me see. Yeah. Microsoft would rather spend more money on hardware and rely on multiplayer than actually develop a diverse library. Here's the thing. Sometimes, Brian, it is not even. I won't even say it's a choice. It's they may not have the studios. They. It's just I don't know. It's just I would say it's hard to to look at Microsoft, and you need studios. That's the main thing. You need studios, and it's not like they didn't go with trying. They tried with Rise, they tried with Sunset Overdrive, and yet they have to keep trying. I just don't think. Here's my thing. The reason why I'm a PlayStation gamer is for whatever reason. Call it luck. I mean, call it whatever. 4-leaf clover. But somehow PlayStation gets new IPs that are just good. By the time by the time the generation ends, you realize, holy shit, Sony ended up with this IP, that IP, this IP, this IP. Holy shit, like look at Dark Souls. A lot of people play Dark Souls now, right? But what started that was a game called Demon Souls on the PS3, and it's exclusive. And that shit was a banger, and that shit came out of nowhere because it's a From Software game, so it wasn't heavily advertised. But that game was dope. But because Sony took the IP rights to that, so because Sony took the IP rights to to um to that game, excuse me for a minute. Man, so because Sony took the IP rights to that game, um, it became exclusive. So From Software had to create the Dark Souls franchise in order to expand on the platforms. You know what I'm saying? So Sony always does that. Sony always has that I'm sorry, excuse me, has that ability. And that's why I mess with that. Microsoft has been having a little bit of bad luck of just trying to get those big IPs and stuff like that. Any other questions? Let's see. Whoa. Hello. Stop it. Okay. PR, Capcom recently announced that they're trying to revive older titles. What game would you like to see them bring back? Onimusha. Onimusha. They need to bring back Onimusha. You know, that game was dope. I think the world could be crazy, could be bigger. The combat system could be great. They need to bring back Onimusha. That's what I want. Onimusha. That's the main thing. Anyway, I got a phone call to attend to. Rival Schools Pound Stones all day. Okay, I got that. Rival Schools is dope. I could fucks with that. I feel you. I don't know about Pound Stones. I wasn't a big fan of that, but you know what? If it has a huge following, I'm with it. The Rival Schools, yeah, yeah, that's true. But definitely, Onimusha, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks for rocking out with me. It's a quick live stream. I appreciate it. I'm glad that the networks got could hold up. Tomorrow I should be able to do my 60 frames no lag podcast with Titanfall Princess HP all day, 7 p.m. tomorrow. But anyway, tune in. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love. I hope you guys had a great holiday stuff, and I hope you enjoy your gaming and stuff like that. But anyway, you know this sound, right? That's a 60 frames no lag sound. I'll say it's my sound, all right? But anyway, you guys take care. And I'll see you tomorrow, all right? Peace.